Thank you, Karch. There I am. I just noticed that. I got nothing on this one. What is going on? Okay, give me a minute here. I'll fix all this. You guys can hear me. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? What's up, Karch? Thank you for the text message. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let's go do this one. Hey, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. I always get blindsided. I don't remember a Windows update, but I've been so busy this weekend, or this whole week, and Karch knows it's getting busy out there. Sound good now. Thank you. Check your audio. Thank you, Devin. Saw it. And I might as well look at this one too. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? If I don't make mistakes, it's not me. I'm just saying, it's not me. All right. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. I'll double check to make sure that as we get closer, let me put it on here so I can see, because I'm way above and there's not a lot of audio from where I'm at. When we get closer to a locomotive and go to fire it up, we'll make sure it sounds good for you guys. Anyway, I'll go back to what you guys did not hear, so pay attention. Once again, east departure yard is used for trains heading east or north. There is on page 1, there is the west departure yard, which is all trains heading west or south. And then, of course, receiving yard. And we've got a lot of cars sitting in the receiving yard. And the bowl is empty, except for one long train in there, which is an RV98. So, but east departure yard, the top 3 tracks right here, 603, 604, 605, those are specifically for the Sparks yard. The length of the track is specific because, it's perfect, because anything more than that, do not double up any strings of cars, because they will not get into the Sparks yard. They'll tie up the main. So once one track is full, we're going to send it. The 606, do not park any equipment on that. That's the pass-through track going over to the receiving yard. Because in real life, there is a track that even bypasses the high-speed fuel, which is not a thing anymore. I'm not going to get into that. And so the bottom 3, 607, 608, 609, those are for any other outbound trains going to, say, Oregon, Washington, or North Platte, anything that's going to go off the map. That's where these 3 tracks you can double up if you need to. Because if it's any point going east and going over the mountain, hey, double them up, get them out. Local yard, I was saying, when you guys could not hear me, that the local yard is for the RV98 specifically, and each track will have a certain type of car on it. All the RV98 works industries that are either in the yard or around the yard, and then of course the city yard is for all other locals, the Rockland Rocket, the Colfax Turn, the Valley Sub local, which goes up this way, page 9. A lot of work there. That's probably the biggest local out of here. So that's how we have this set up. Now, something that we're doing, and I think I saw Ken join the server over here. Ken, good morning to you, buddy, and it's your fault. You sent us down a rabbit hole, and we went down there fully, because now we're running Google Sheets. So we were using Discord. I'll be cleaning up the Discord channels and getting rid of the work orders off of there. But we have created just a series of information for you, the user. So if you guys want to come play on any one of the servers we have, which is NorCal, Mohawk, and Selkirk, the entire Southeast map, the AGS map, and the Pittsburgh one, we're setting these up. And what we want to do for you guys is we're actually you're using forums, and we tried to make this as easy as possible for anybody that's brand new to Run8, so they can come in and figure out how we're doing things here on over here. And we're trying to also kind of make it similar to what our partners over at Southwest Rail Simulations, and there is a link in the Discord to their server. They have the Southwest map, so I'm not running a Southwest map. But because of that, we've partnered with them, and they have the same philosophy we do over here. We're a teaching server. They're a teaching server. I mean, it's about helping new people get started. I have helped, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I've helped you if you're having problems with your Run8. You can reach out to me. We will get you going, and we've fixed a lot of people's issues with Run8, and then we help them get started. I'm going to open my window up. It's actually getting warm out here. All right. Okay, hope you guys don't hear that dog barking. But anyway, so what we're looking at here on this particular page are all the tracks. So I was just pointing out, like the East Forwarding Yard, the West Forwarding Yard, the Local Yard, City Yard, and the bars actually show. I mean, we have this column here. Oh, I need to fix something else. I just saw that. No. There we go. Let's pull this down. There we go. So if it scrolls up, it keeps everything there so you can see what's what. But anyway, these are the track links. This is the only area that you're going to be able to put any kind of information in, and what that information is just simply the length of the car. It's all spelled out right here. So if you're on track 73, if you're putting in, say, a 1,500 foot string of cars, once you enter that, it actually will calculate, tell you how much room you have left on that particular track, and you also have a visual representation of a bar going across. So like here on 78, I can tell you right now, that's the RV64. That track is completely full. It's probably over full. I would probably take like half of that string and go work the RV68, because I'm telling you from experience, I'm going to say RV64, not 68, dummy. The 64, honestly, a full string will take you about anywhere from 6 to 8 hours, depending on how that train is built. It is a long one. So if you got a full day you want to kill on Run8, come over here to the NorCal server and work that RV64. And of course, there's the Sparks yard. I'm going to tell you, I can't leave Mike out. So we scroll down here. This is the Sparks yard. We're working on that same matrix for the Sparks yard right now. It is almost fully in play. We just got to make it look pretty. Because, you know, my buddy Ken over there at SRS, he likes things purty. So I got to make it purty. So we're working on that. And we're adding the drop-down boxes as to what is on what track. And it is set for multiple choices. So be careful what you click, unclick, like I just did there. It's an open track. There's nothing on it. You can just unclick it and put it down. And that's what local it goes to. That's on that car, so someone can look at this real quick and go, oh, hey, the SP52, I love that local. I'm going to go work it. So it's there. We're trying to add that, and of course you got the bar situation over here, which we have to enter what he's got in the Sparks yard. So anyway, that's what we're doing over here, and we're going to be slowly rolling this out to all the servers that we have, but we're starting with NorCal because it's kind of a small, compact little one DLC map. We're going to go with it. But that's it. That's what we're doing. And of course, if you have questions about what we're doing or how we're doing it, jump into Discord. You can leave me a message, or you can leave a general message to our yard masters. We've got a great group of yard masters, and they'll be glad to help you out. So, all right. Anyway, let's see. Let me get caught up on this. Ken likes wait, hold on. Whoa, I had to back up. Hold on. Quincy is here. Quincy, get your pen out. I'm going to tell you, it's been a rough couple of days here on Run8. We've got the write-ups ready. They just need your signature and to have you deliver them. Start with Devin. Anyway, cool guy. What's up? How you doing? You love freight in the GP30. You know what? The GPs in this game are actually, I love those GPs. I wish we had more of them. I like to see some of the older GP9s, I think they were, or GP8, whatever they were, the older ones, man, the high, the high cab in the front. I like to see some of those. I used to see those all the time when I was little. All right, Cart, you ready? I see you in there. Andrew's in there. How you doing? Ken, good morning, and you're welcome. Yeah, now thanks for the rabbit hole. That's like what, 2 now? I owe you. I owe you. All right, so, and let's see, we got cart, there it is, and then the Puppy Bowl is on Animal Planet. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go off on a tangent here. Let's go get these engines started, and since you're talking Super Bowl, listen, I'm a full-blown conspiracy theorist, and honestly, I'm going to tell you, I'm not watching the Super Bowl because I'm going to tell you who's going to win. I already know who's going to win, okay? It's going to be the Chiefs. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't want the Chiefs to win. I'll make that clear. I do not want them to win. I just think that they are going to win, and there's a reason why. Because there's more money in it. There's more money for the league if the Chiefs get their 3rd straight Super Bowl. Raider, with your puns, I'm always ignoring you. My daughter even told me to ignore you. She actually didn't, but I'm just going to, she's not here, so I'm going to throw her under the bus. What's up, Raider? How you doing? So, known Raider for a long time. Anyway, let's fire this thing up. Let's go check the audio on this. We got audio. All right, I'll shut up now. There we go. I love the startup on these things. I really do. They look. I mean, I just like them. I just like these MP15, especially the SP units. Man, they're just so old and grungy looking, and oh, I love them. You're just getting home now. You getting a lot of snow in your area, so you're out there, moving heavy equipment and stuff. Good for you. We got somebody else that's up in your neck of the woods. He actually, I believe he's actually in your state, and I think he's a part of the crew that goes out there and does snowplow work. And we were talking about the plow trailers that they have, and I found a video of it, and it's like pretty wild. So never seen one before. Of course, out here in California, it's not like we get a whole lot of snow down here in the valley. See, CSX, hey, what's up, Mike? How you doing? I'm just saying, I'm not happy with the Eagles either, because honestly, when we played them, my favorite team was the 49ers, and when we played them in the playoffs, they actively targeted our quarterback to injure him, and they did. They did put him out. He had to have surgery to repair the damage that they did. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form an Eagles fan, but I don't want to see the Chiefs win because, like I said, they're stacking the deck. And up until a couple days ago, in order for you to be able to referee a Super Bowl, you had to have a minimum of 5 years experience reffing games in the NFL. They changed that rule. They dropped it down to 2 years, and that was to get a couple of referees that have been suspect in their calling all year long, all season long. And they got them in. They wanted them in. And why? Because, that just shows me again, they make that change, and then they choose these two guys that only have 2 years of experience over other refs that have way over 5 years of experience. And I get it, there's probably a rotation. That rotation thing is only fair, but to change the rules and then bypass whoever's next in the rotation to bring these two guys in, yeah, that's suspect to me. So, yeah, I will not be doing it. I'm going to follow what my daughter is going to do today. She's like, Dad, I'm not going to watch it when it comes time for it. I'm going to go shopping because then the stores will be empty because everybody will be watching the spectacle. So, anyway, that's enough of that. I'm off that soapbox now. See, I blame you. You got me started. All right, let's get some car tags up. And then, and before I forget, Ken, I want to talk to you, and I want to talk to Mike, and just kind of go over something. I mean, but that's off stream. So anyway, all right. Car tags. Go to destinations. I just want to see what we have, where it's at, and if you look at the map, all these tracks right here, these 5 tracks right here, this is that local yard that I was talking about, which is all RV98. Someone put some SP cars in here, and there's like a mini string over here, and this track over here is for Sparks. So we're going to be pulling out and moving cars and fill this string up, and if we need to, I will spawn in some locomotives and send them off to Mike, and Mike is already saying, oh yay, more work. Well, Mike, that's what you get for signing on for the job. So you gotta keep gotta keep track of them. I see what you did there, Raider. Yeah, be quiet. All right, let's get it back on the ground. I came on. I worked I forgot how many hours I counted. I'm still tired. Oh man, Ken, I'm so sorry, man, but I hope it. Well, hope it wasn't. Oh wait, I know. Well, wait, was it you? I can't remember. Anyway, that brings me to a topic too. But Ken, I am sorry for your loss. And I want to stop there. But yeah, that's actually, we had the same thing. We had a loss at work. My streaming schedule is going to be very erratic coming up. We had a baseball coach had a very severe asthma attack, and which led to a massive coronary, and he ended up passing away. And so it's like, and he was a really good guy, and so unfortunately we've got that we're dealing with at work. And then of course in the middle of all that, our athletic director came to me and he was like, hey, since he's gone and you were coaching softball, and I know you wanted to walk away from coaching this year, take a break, but we need a coach for freshman baseball. And you know what? You throw the kids in at school on me, I'm going to do whatever I need to do for the kids. So yeah, I'm now coaching freshman baseball. So, potentially, because the other side of that coin is that we may not even have enough to field a team. We're waiting for basketball to finish. But if the players at basketball do come over to baseball, we'll have enough to field a team, and I'll be very, very busy up until summer break, and even beyond that, actually, because we got some tournaments after that. But it's freshman baseball, and really what it's about, it's not even about the wins or losses for these guys. It's about getting them developed. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead. I want to pull this one out of the yard here. Get them out of the local yard, get them over here where they belong. Blow that switch. Yeah, it's like, was it Friday? I was supposed to do at least record a stream, if not do a live stream of Farming Simulator. I completely forgot about it. I worked, what was my count? I mean, I worked all day. We're talking, I think, almost 14 hours that day. Well, put down the tires and you won't be tired anymore. Yeah, I can't do it as good as you do. But I know you've been out there. You've been like pulling. Guys, I know what. I'll tell you what Raider does. I mean, if you ever watched that, well, I forgot the name of the show, but it was out of Canada. It was the heavy towing group. They pull big rigs out of the snow or all that kind of stuff. That's what Raider does. He's got one of those big old massive rotators. I am not going to mess with lights today. I play very casually. That's the other thing about Run8. You can play I hate that. As prototypically as you want to. That's about what I worked on Friday, and then I worked all day yesterday as well too. So Highway Through Hell, that was it. I thought Highway was Hell was the highway system through Los Angeles, but that's a whole different issue. All right, I need to jump into, hold down F11 and click on the lead locomotive. Oh, I'm too far away. Of course I am. So I've had like 2 days of like 14-hour plus days. So guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be making a lot of mistakes. Pay attention to my mistakes so you guys can not do what I do. All right, I want to get this off a road. Put it into switch 1, so actually it'll pull better. There we go. And of course, since we're DP, they're connected, it automatically changed the one in the back as well too. So I don't have to worry about that. All right, now we can go ahead and we will pull this one out. Let's get some lights on. There we go. Pull, baby, pull. Take the handbrakes off. A little shift F5 action right there. I actually have a button programmed to that on my rail driver. So we want to take a look at, if you want to play, I'm going to tell you, the rail driver is it's just a world of difference. Right, so what I want to do now is I'm going to go over, well, that's pulling out. Let me go here, Davis Yard Matrix. This is in the local yard. I'm going to take this one. I'm pulling this one out, so I'm going to change this to 0. The bar goes away. We should be, I think this is the last thing that's in the Davis Yard, and then I'll move it over into the east forwarding and connect it here, and then I'll update the total here. So we'll come back to that. All right, so let's go ahead and you can kill that for right now. 14 hours is a cute shift. Oh, it's well, especially when you up there where you live. It's an easy shift. I remember this sometimes you were out for like days. And then I know that, your wife was going, oh, thank God he's gone. The puns are just too much. Highway Through Hell is a TV show. That's what I was talking about. It actually was a good one. But if you want to watch know what Raider does, watch Highway Through Hell. And yeah, that's what Raider does. So, and he'll go anywhere. Doesn't matter what state you're in. He'll drive to tow you. So it's, I'm just trying to drum up business for you, Raider. Better make sure. I was having trouble with just 3 locomotives, nothing else. 3 locomotives, and I was, getting in. That's why I ran over here, check these switches. I was getting stretch force issues, and down. I wish, that's one thing I will really. If there's any one thing that I want them to fix in Run 8, is that. But I get it. It's okay. All right, we got some cars. Mike, did that train make it to you? The one that I sent last night. It should be there, or at least should be getting close. I think it's like Run 8 is a 1-for-1, 1-for-1 simulator. Couldn't get the words out. It's a 1-for-1 simulator, which means that if it takes you 6 hours to go from the Davis Yard over the Sierra Mountains to the Sparks Yard, which it does, I've been on that route many a time, it will take that amount of time. I want to talk about this real quick. If on this server, if you play on the NorCal server and you see this kind of a setup, this switch has to stay in this position. You can move it. That's okay, like I'm going to do right now. Just when you're done, make sure you set these back, because this way it aligns the tracks all the way into Like this one did not get set back. It's the same thing over here. Okay, you want to make this sign, the flags match the sign. So if you see the yellow here, the yellow sign, you're aligned. That switch is aligned. That is so that here's the blue signs I was talking about. I might put a couple more here, one below it. It's not going to stop the train. It's just a visual representation that this is where you want to keep this track clear, because that's the run-through track that I was talking about earlier, especially when my mic was turned off. So pay attention to that, what I was saying. I'm just saying. I'm just going there. All right, so we're lined up. Let's go ahead and go. Come on back. Let me get on. Let me see. We got the new rail cars. There was an NKY rail fan has done a couple of videos, by the way. If you're a fan of the Southwest maps, Southwest Rail Simulations, got to get their name in. He did one for West Colton, and he did one for the Hobart yard. Both those yards are represented in Run8. It was kind of exciting to see that. And of course, me being the Run8 fan that I am, I had to make a comment in the videos saying, hey, this is another yard that's featured in Run8. So, interesting operations. And I'm noticing on these videos that he's been doing something that happens that I've been kind of like steering away from, but I guess now in real life it's a thing, and that's humping auto racks. Pushing auto racks over it. I'm like, okay, if that's a thing, guess what? The farmer's going to do it. I messed up. I already messed up. Let me get on the ground here real quick. See if I can flip this. I'm telling you, I am like dead tired. I'm really making some dumb mistakes. I just consider it dumb mistakes. But then again, if I'm not making mistakes, you guys aren't learning. So, proceed on signal indication, SP 2743. And, oh, I need to come down here. Here I am talking about these flags and running through, and I just need to flip this one as well. So we're going to come down here, and I need to take this one, and we're going to go down and flip this one, and we'll couple into this string and push them on back. And then we'll get a length of cars here, and which when you get the length of cars, you want to do it without any locomotives attached as well too for the matrix. I mean, it's not a big deal if you actually include the locomotives. It's just, you know, accuracy, and that's just my OCD. All right, let's slow this thing down a little bit. 8 pounds. Come on down. Let's give it some more. It's flying in. Oh, we're flying in. Slow it down, farmer. There we go. Under 5 miles an hour, buddy. There you go. All right. So then what I'm going to do here is, instead of walking the entire train, I'm going to hit the F7 cheat button so it automatically airs the trains up, laces up the hoses, opens the angle cocks, except for the one on the very end, and then automatically dumps a bunch of air in there without blowing the PCS. So, and now we're just going to push this whole string back. Take the handbrakes off, which is Shift F5, or like I said before, a button on my rail driver. I say that, Mike, it's not there. I didn't think so. I was thinking about when I went to bed last night, and I'm like, no, I realized I'm running on literally, 3 hours of sleep? Because I did not go right to sleep right away. So, all right. Push them on back in. If I didn't mention it was in my mind. I probably did, but I probably forgot that I did. And if I didn't mention it, then that's because I was on my mind and I forgot. And I was thinking about it. I just didn't speak it, so I had a blonde moment, if that was the case. But I'm looking at next Saturday and the Saturday after, because this week I work this week, and then the following week I'm off for an entire week. So this coming Saturday and the following Saturday, I'm going to be doing some operating sessions. So anybody who wants to play Run8 in a group, join my Discord, and we'll get you in. We have the Lazy Farmer Discord, which is where the NorCal server information is. Let's go ahead and get about 10 pounds, 11 pounds of air off of this onto the brakes. Pushing in, coming to a stop. Sometime today would be nice. Oh, I forgot. I'm pushing in this way. I'm going downhill. I forgot. There we go. Bringing them down. I actually could have done this too. Click in the middle of the car, hit the handbrakes. Let's get some handbrakes on here to hold them. There we go. And I'm going to hit the end of train view where I'm at. I got plenty of track left. Okay. So let's go back up to the front. I'm going to click on the coupler, close the angle cock to hold the air in the locomotive, so once again we don't dump the PCS. I've got stretch force, that's why it's yellow. I want to make sure that turns white. We'll come off of all brakes. Still in reverse, we're just going to push back a little bit. It did, let gravity take it. Open coupler, there we go. Let's go forward. I could do this. For people who like to hear horns, I could do this. For people who like to hear bells, pull forward. All right. So interesting. I keep hearing a bell. Oh well. All right, let's get a length. So to get the true length of this cut of cars, we are going to go into the tagger and down here go tagger. So you see all the length of cars, and it's right here, the information we're looking for. And all really we're concerned about is length. We get concerned about weight when we go to send the train over the mountain, and we want to see how heavy the train is, and so we can get the appropriate amount of power on the front. And usually I stick about three road locomotives on the front of that thing and just send it over the mountain, and that's good enough. All right, so right now we got a total length of 3186. So if we go back to the matrix, and I'm looking for east forwarding yard. Right here is the only track, so 3186. Key that in. And so we've got 2,400 feet left before we have to send out. And I got some more cuts of cars to put over here. And that bar's not quite all the way over. So when it gets near the end down here, that's when we're going to go ahead and send a train to Sparks and give Mike some more work to do. So Sparks is fun, though. Sparks is fun. If you want to enjoy some flat switching opportunities, Sparks is a lot of fun. All right. Let's go get the next cut of cars. So that actually, all right, I got both of these are for Spark. No, that one's Roseville. So this one, yeah, that RV62 actually belongs over here in the city yard. And this RV, before I do that though, this RV98 needs to come over here into the local yard, and it kind of needs to be sorted by car type. In there's no particular rhyme or reason which cars go there. It's just whatever car happens to be there. If they're tanks, then make sure you just put in tanks in there. If it's an empty track, you can put anything in there within reason. Anything that's part of the RV98. All right, so let's grab this. We got some more Sparks here, so we'll grab these and add to it. And honestly, I don't even think. Yeah, that's only 895, so we are not ready to send that train out to Sparks, but let's go ahead and we'll get back on the ground, and we'll go get that string of cars and bring them over and put them over here. Sweet. It's almost, I mean, I don't want to say it, I'll jinx myself, but it's almost like I know what I'm doing. I'm into anticipation too. I mean, honestly, I mean, I don't know why. I just been looking at the Run8 Studios website. I've been expecting like an update, and I don't know why. I haven't read anything or seen anything to indicate that there might be an update coming. And I'm not hinting that there is. I'm just saying I'm expecting. I've been like, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just I'm just hoping that. Well, let's see. AGS Phase 2. I know that's coming. And then, of course, for the Southwest map, we're going to have the Modesto to Stockton DLC that's coming as well. Plus, I think they're supposed to be closing off Seiko and Global. I mean, but that one's going to be that's at least a year away at my expectation. But I could be wrong. But I don't know. I just got that hint that there might be something new coming. I don't know why. I can't even say I got a hint. I just have a feeling. It's a gut feeling that something new is coming. Which means that if something new does drop, we'll forget about NorCal and we'll go play over there for a while. Which is pretty much what everybody's doing. That's okay. It happens. We gamers are fickle. Alright, so we're going to come back. We're going to push in. I didn't have to come all the way down here, but I am going to flip that switch. And then we're going to come all the way down and we'll grab that one. Alright, so in reverse. And let's see. Put a little slow speed cruise control on. Coffee. I do have. I have got to make another cup. Yeah, thank you to Devin for the $5 donation today. So it keeps me in coffee for at least a day. If I drink $5 worth of coffee in one day, I will not ever sleep. All right. All right, let's go ahead. I keep forgetting that this is downhill, so you really got to watch your speed. Slow speed will not do anything with the brakes. A little bit of independent brake right here. A little too much independent brake right there. Alright, and let's turn slow speed off. I'm letting gravity kind of take it. Start the roll. Alright, we're good. A little independent brake to hold it. Let the conductor know, me, that I'm at a stop. Alright, same thing. We're going to hit the F7 cheat, lace those hoses up, set the angle cocks correctly, and air this entire cut of cars up. And we are, turn that bell off. Alright, let's go ahead and pull these out, and we'll put that onto the other string. So if you're just joining us, you know what? Helps if I actually put it in forward. Yeah, we're just kind of cleaning up the Davis yard in Roseville. To nobody's fault. They were helping. I appreciate the help. And so, yeah, this is just a video. We're going to be cleaning it up. I doubt I'm going to have time to even get to a local. But if we can, we will. But we've got a lot of work down here. And so that was the beginning of the video. If you're just joining us, and you can go back and watch the beginning of the video, especially when I actually turned the audio on and you could hear me talk. Kind of go over things and how the east end of the Davis yard is configured. How we do things over here. So, and somebody, you know, like I said, to no fault, they're putting Sparks cars on the actual outbound cars for distant locations, and then they put the RV98 over in the city yard. That doesn't go there. The RV98 is the only local that actually goes in the local yard, and the tracks are divided by car type. We do that, and there is in Discord, and I think we need to add that to the matrix as well, for the RV98. We'll have to come up with a little RV98 matrix. But with would be, you know, how many of each type of car, so you can build the train and go work the train. And all those industries are in or around the Davis yard. And then, of course, there's the city yard. That's where all the actual outbound locals go. That would be the 64, the 60, and the 62, I believe, are the three locals. There's only 4 locals that work out of the Davis yard. The 64 is the biggest of all those. But yeah, that's what the city yard's for. It is for bringing those cars in. And honestly, I wouldn't. If one track is completely full, don't take the entire track. You'll come back with cars because you couldn't fit them into the industries. I would just take a small cut at a time. Go out, run out, work it. Especially on the RV64, because we're now running road trains coming in and through, or going, you know, coming from the north, coming south to go out through like West Colton or go over the mountains. Or going up north, so you'll be having to like duck into a siding to let a road train go by and then get back to work. And I promise not to build too many of those trains, but that's my next project, is to get more eye candy. We have nothing coming through, but to get more eye candy on here so we can do some rail fanning while we're working. Let's see, Depot. Oh, another thing. We didn't do it for the NorCal server, but all the other servers, just to let anybody know, I get the confusion. But the Depot came out with their new configs. So all the other servers have their the new updated configurations in place. And it's causing some confusions because the Depot, in their infinite wisdom, they've changed industry tags or added stuff that's not exactly there, or change things. And I know why they do it. They do it to make it run for their operations center, which is very similar to the Google Sheets. It's the same process, but just a different way of doing it. But it's also in line with the maps. The Depot server, they put out the maps, and there's also that, if you want to watch that how-to video on the order builder, the order builder also follows those configurations. So to kind of be in line with the order builder and the maps, we are using the configs. It's only on the NorCal server that we're not doing it. And the reason we're not is because, honestly, the Depot does not have a NorCal server. They took it down a long time ago for the Pittsburgh server, which people played on it for about a minute, and then they stopped playing on it. So now they took the Pittsburgh server down to put the AGS up. So this will probably be the last configuration for the Pittsburgh server as well. And somebody left lights on over there. Look at that. Somebody left lights on. Who do I want to blame for that? Because that was not me. As I casually look toward Devin. All right, Quincy. I need a write-up. I'll do the paperwork. You just got to sign it and deliver it. Quincy's way of delivering a write-up is to crumple it in his hand and then punch you in the face with it. I'm just saying. I like Quincy. Quincy cracks me up. He's also a wealth of information on how Class 1s operate as well, too. Let's slow this thing down. Come on. Oh, gravity's got me. Slow it down. Under 5, under 5, under 5. I'm good. I'm good. Little hard, but I'm good. All right, same thing. F7 cheat. We're going to lace those up. We're going to come off of the handbrakes that I set earlier with that shift F5. Oh, somebody's got that. There it is. Look at that. Ooh, what is that ugliness over there? Okay, I can tolerate the Southern Pacific tunnel motor. I can tolerate the Rio Grande tunnel motor. But the GCFX on that I just, yeah, you're fired. I'm kidding. What's up, Scotia? How you doing? Way to pass the buck. Right? Hey, I'm a supervisor. That's what we do. All right. Let's go ahead and push this one back in. Get out of that. Whoever's coming out, we're going to get out of his way. So we do have people on the, working over here on the map here as well. So it's part of the. Honestly, that's a huge strong point for. Well, I think it's for any game, but especially for Run8. So, and I just gotta say, Southwest Rail Simulations and here being the teaching servers. If you're really nervous about playing on a multiplayer environment, don't be. We're not going to beat you up. We're not going to be mean. It's very casual, very relaxed. It's more about helping you get going with Run8. And what to do and how things work in Run8. I look at it this way, even though I'm running servers, if I can get you to get to a point where you're going to start your own server, hey, you know what? That's the goal. Get your friends and family involved and train. If you especially have a group that likes to go out and actually do rail fanning in real life, share it. Talk to them about Run8. Talk to them about these servers. It's fun. It's pretty realistic. Great, of course, you do that to your own function. Yep. My function is as a supervisor. All right, we got a little bit more control on this. So I think that's all the Sparks cars. We'll make sure we're out of the foul there. Let's go ahead, get some handbrakes on, help slow this thing down and hold it. I'm saying a lot just because we're on a grade. And I didn't think it really mattered. I was wrong in Run8. I didn't think it mattered, but it actually does that in Run8. If you don't set the proper number of handbrakes, the train will start to roll on you. I actually never really paid attention to that, and it started to do it at one point. All right, what do we got going on over here? We got somebody who's actually going to take the RV64. Oh my goodness, awesome. All right, we're going to do like we did before. We're going to update that matrix sheet. So we've got close the ankle cocklets, come off the brakes. We'll let gravity kind of push her back, release the stretch force. We did that. Let's go ahead, pull forward. All right, so that's released. We're going to throw some handbrakes on just real quick here, and let's get a length on this. So we're up to 4080 now. So, all right. So we're here again. So we're going to go click on the, oh, hang on. I forgot to do something. Let's go over here so you guys can see the matrix that I'm working on. All right, so right here, we're going to go ahead and put in 4081, enter. Bar moves out. We got a little more space. We got 1,500 feet of space before we'll actually send this track off to Sparks. So, all right. Mike's going, thank God they're not sending me another one. That's why Mike needs help down there in Sparks with all the flat switching. All right. I've got room to at least pull out. So I can actually... Oh, they looks like they put the switches back. That's nice. Thank you. Let's go ahead and pull forward here. I just need to come past here, and then we'll go get that other string of cars. But we can't do anything until they actually grab that RV64, because I'm going to go get this out of the way. Actually, I know I need to go over and get this one out of the way first, the RV98, and then bring it down into the local yard. So we're going to pull up just shy of the switch right here, and we're going to wait. All right. There. Handbrakes. Ditch lights off because we are running, but we are not moving. So we're just going to wait. Let's go. Free fly. Watch this. Do some rail fanning down here. I'll be like parked over here by the road. All right, let's see. Yeah, you missed a switch. I'm assuming well, it's tagged for the RV64, so I'm assuming they want the RV64. So let's get them lined into it. I'm thinking let's grab this one here because that tank cars. Unless you want the tank cars. Let's see. Let me get. Make sure I do this way. See. Since I am not currently chatting in Discord with anybody. Oh, can't move when. And hopefully they saw the message. UPRR8855. Okay, that's him. All right. A little bit more. There you go. Come on back. Okay, it looks like we got them lined in. I'll be easy on them. You should be lined into that cut with or the RV64. But there's like a lot of tanks, and there is a company out there that takes about 20 tankers. So that could be just a run in itself, to be honest with you. But yep. All right. I need to wait for him to get out of the way because I want to grab these here and sort them. What's up, Hayden? How you doing? I'm always running in the gauge. Look. Yeah, you stand right here. I'll be a rail fanner. Come on back. Come on back. I'm getting good shots. Come on back. Oh crap. Okay. I say that because there was a video. I forgot who it was. That there was a foamer that was literally standing in the gauge taking pictures. And they called the police. By the time the police got there, they had run off. But it was like, don't be stupid. If you're gonna go out and rail fan, you know what? Be smart. Let's see what he's gonna take. Which one's he gonna take here? Yeah, I need this cut here, and this is when I'll be pulling this out. But I gotta wait for them to get out of the way. That's just fine, because they're gonna come down into here. And then we have all this over here. This is the local yard right here. And each lead right here will get a string of cars, because we're going to break this up by car type and by industry actually. And then we'll adjust the matrix accordingly. But you're not wrong, Hayden. You're not wrong at all. It's like I was watching that video from, was it NKY Railfan? He just came out with a Hobart yard down there in San Bernardino, which is represented in Run 8. And yeah, the workers down there do not run in the gauge. They don't walk. They do not stop in the gauge. They cross over. Some of the things I pay attention. You do not cross over like this, which I do all the time. You cross straight over. The shortest distance is what you take, and get out of that gauge as soon as possible. But here at the Lazy Farmer Railroad, it's safety third. Oh no, go ahead. No, because I'm gonna be using that lead in order to sort it, Ken. So yeah, no, go ahead. I can wait on you. I'm patient. What's this one down here? Let's see. If you're ready to go out, west departure yard. That's over there. East departure yard's here. Need to go up that way. All right. You lined up to go on to the Valley sub, and I gave you a light already. Oh, you're going to take both cuts? Okay. Well, you're still lined up anyway, so you're good to go. Go ahead. So let's see. I think I've got, let me look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the MOW will actually go temporarily. Where's the MOW on that? It's at the end. I'll bet you it's at the end. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, it's at the end. So I'm going to leave those behind. I'll pull them up, but I'm going to leave them behind because they'll be the last ones going in. The MOW cars will come over here. In real life, as you come through or go past the Davis yard, that's the main lines over here. and that's also the Amtrak station as well. But you pass the repair facility, and trust me, all this open space right here, that's why I was saying they did not put in all the tracks in this yard, because all this is trackage over here, and this building is actually closer to the main lines, and because you can go by, and all along the back side of this building is nothing but traction motors. Brand spanking new, and so we've added, or I've added, where's my industry? Here we go. So this is now the MOW track. So those cars will eventually get brought over and stuck here, and the only thing that comes in from MOW are going to be the, I think we got, I take it back. I think we got some rail cars. That's the SP. I'm looking at the SP63. Okay, never mind. Hang on. Let's go run through, because yeah, that's a safe thing to do too. I think RV60. Here we go. What do we got? These should be. Oh, that's a problem. These are supposed to be. These are supposed to be loaded. There we go. I have to go back and look at the industry then. Make a note of that one, because these are supposed to be loaded, because this is supposed to be the representation of getting the traction motors. So these go in and get unloaded, and they come back, and that's the only thing that comes into that MOW spot. We've got another one that's up at Tahoe Truckee Lumber. Across from there, it gets the flat cars with the tight with cement ties, and then they also get some of the Bethgons that are full of gravel as well. So for MOW. Coffee. It's already getting cold. I'm telling you, you're overachieving, but it's okay. It is a fun. I mean, the RV64 is a fun puzzle. All right, that'll do. Oh, you're rolling back. All right, Ken, clear to come back. And that actually is going to help me, because then I can actually, before I take the RV98, I can bring that other one that was put over in the departure yard. What was it? I think the RV63, I think, is sitting over there, and I got now. We'll have an empty track where I can put those cars. And actually, what are these? What were these down here again? RV62s. About 2 cars. 1 car. Half. And that'll do. Oh, look at that F7 sheet. That was not me. All right. It's all yours. Have fun. I'm getting kind of creeped out that this guy's just staring at me. I'm not going to make not making eye contact. Nope, not making eye contact. All right. So cool. That actually is going to help me. Let's go free fly here. I will guarantee you, Ken, that you are going to come back with cars that could not be delivered, which is just fine. Put them back in the receiving yard. I'm going to fly down here. I'll show you guys the receiving yard. So here's the bowl. We've got more local cars that need to come out. So I do have, I got someone's, oh, wait a minute. Why do I have, Sparks should be over here. Yeah, so why do I have Sparks over there? I need to look at that. And then, of course, here's more RV98. So, and then of course these were all these strings here were built with the order builder. This is the receiving yard on this side over here. This side over here is the west departure yard. And with the two center tracks being repair in place for cars, so we get cars that will come in from industries or from Sparks or from off map that need to come here for a repair. You'll they'll say like RV shop or SP shop because Sparks has a shop track as well too, and they're just rip tracks. And then all these are this is outbound, but this whole cut of cars right here is RV98, and that track is full, so we can't really shove anything over. I need to look at configuration because I believe those cars are supposed to be coming in loaded and they're not coming in loaded. So I got some work to do on that. Let's take a look at the Roseville MOW. So I'm going to do left control L. And we'll go, where's RV98? There it is. And do I even see, you know what? I don't even see Truckee MOW. Wait a minute, what? I did not change this. Why am I getting this? Truckee MOW is supposed to be MOW cars going, not part of the RV98. They're supposed to be going over the mountain to Truckee, and there's a local that comes up out of Truckee. Wow. Okay. So I've got some things to work on because I'm not seeing it here. Let's go here. And Roseville transload, Roseville MOW right there. Yeah, it produces loads. Okay, so that's why they're coming in empty. It's producing loads. I need to change that. It actually needs to produce empties. Okay, so I will do that when I'm done with the stream. We'll fix that industry, and then I'll have to get the files up to. So we're going to live with that. We're going to go ahead and keep those as empties coming in for right now. So we're the ones that I loaded up right there. We're going to change these to empties. That way they'll process correctly. We can get them off the map and everything. And then when I set up the configuration, oops. Oh, he's got to push back. So, because yeah, RV, he's got to go push back and then to clear this switch and then go that way. So, makes for an interesting. And he's down there. Let me see. Can I help him out? There you go. I just gave you a light. And I need to, let's F1. I want to turn dispatcher off for him for a little bit. I'm going to play dispatcher here. There it is, off, and I can go ahead and change that back, let that drop, so I can then, that's why I can't change this, because that was light, he had a light. So I need to let him do his thing. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to ground. Uh, you have a light. I gave you a light, Ken. All right. So actually, I'll turn auto back on because we got some trains going over the mountain as well too, and I'll leave him in the hands of auto. Thinking here. Okay, he could have actually pulled out. That's what he's trying to get a light to pull out, and then he needs to back in and then get past this switch right here so he can cross over and then go up the valley sub. This is what he's trying to do. So, yep, there's no easy way. I mean, I could effectively actually say that make one of these tracks over here for the RV64. That might be, that's what I was looking at, just to make it easier for people we can load all this up RV64 over here, build the train, but still bring the cars for RV64 into here, change the matrix to say, okay, pull these cars out and build a train with this specific number of cars, like we're doing with the RV98. Build them on one of these tracks, and then once it's built, tag it and just make one of these. This RV90, RV64. And the only reason I'm thinking about doing that, just for ease of operations for anybody that's brand new coming out, they could easily come off and get the routing from auto to go up the valley sub. So, because that is programmed, he will route them up that way. You're leaving the boxcars on the rear? I got you. I figured that's what you did. I saw that in there. But, all right. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, see, you got all these tanks. There's no way you would have had this entire cut. I'm kind of rethinking. No, I think we're going to stay with using the local yard for the RV98. It'll be a lot of work back and forth between this yard and over here. But we can pull cars out, and then anything that's trim could actually set cars. That's an interesting matrix. Okay, I'll work on that one. What's up, Ken? How you doing? All right, Ken. You know what? It's time, Ken. It's time. I'm just saying, buddy. It's time to come play Run 8. It's a group of guys that are starting to come over here. All casual, all friendly. I'm just gonna say, you got to be here, man. How you doing today? So we're almost done with the information sheet, but I think we're going to be doing something. Yeah, he's like, I know. Come on, it's like you got don't there's nothing to be nervous about, buddy. So we've got. I mean, honestly, we do. I would say we've got, not I've got, but we've got good yard masters over here. Wait, you just for an Australia trip? No, forget Australia. Go to New Zealand. I'm going to talk about that. I mean, I do want to get down to Australia, but we went to New Zealand a few years back, and we did a 2-week bus tour. So 1 week on the North Island, 1 week on the South Island, and I just was going over it. It seems like it was yesterday, but it's actually been almost 20 years since we were there, and I will tell you that of all the trips that I've taken, everywhere I've been around the world, New Zealand is by far the best trip, best vacation I've ever had. And I like traveling around the world, but man, New Zealand was, I don't know, it was to the point my daughter was 3. She's 23 now, so it's been 20 years. She was 3 at the time. And my wife and I were sitting in the airport at Christchurch, waiting to fly back to Auckland to catch the plane back to San Francisco. And we're literally sitting in the airport. She's looking in one newspaper for places to live. I'm looking in another newspaper looking for work, because we had decided that we were going to settle. We were moving to New Zealand. It was a phenomenal. Both of us just fell in love with the country. And then all of a sudden, we kind of both looked up at each other and went, our daughter. We completely forgot about our daughter. And so it's like, okay, we got to go back home. So if our daughter had not been born, I'd probably be doing my streams. Well, I don't even know if I would even know about Run8, but I would probably be doing my streams from New Zealand. So I'm just saying. But I'm envious that you're going to Australia. You know what, Ken? I'm going to help you out. I will carry your bags for you. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see what he's going to do here. I'm pretty sure he's going to be pushing back here. You know what? I need to res my pen. He says deal. Nice. That, wow. That sounds amazing. Not expecting, that was not what I was expecting to hear, but yeah, that sounds amazing though, Ken. A star party. That was something I wanted to get into. I was when I was a Boy Scout, I was really big into uh, astronomy. It was one of my, I mean, I was like I think I was the only scout in my troop, if I remember correctly, that got a merit badge, the skill award and the merit badge for astronomy. Okay, this is, I need to get, you know what, I need to get some of these new composition books and just get one for each map, because my ideas are all over the place. NorCal. Add. And Davis. RV 98 and RV. I might as well just do them all. RV 64. I'm going to start with those two, but I have a feeling it's going to be all of them, even the ones over in Sparks, because if he gets as many cars as we're about ready to send him, it may be one of those things where it's like, okay, I need a guideline or just other operators will need a guideline of how many cars I can take for a given local. You know, and this is what these are the industries, and these are how many cars they take. So that would be something to do. Then taking a luxury train from Darwin to Adelaide on the GON train, went then to Sydney on the Indian. Oh my. Okay, you know what? Yes, I am carrying your bags. You just got to pay for my trip. That's it, Mary. I mean, you just got to pay for me. You know, but I'll carry your bags. I'm just putting that out there. Okay. All right. So we'll start with those two, and then add. Make a note down here. Add. All right. There we go. No problem. No problem. Okay, I like this. He says, no problem. All right. All right, so I've got a note here. It will not be done today, but I will be working on that, adding that matrix. I don't know, Mike, I think that's something we might have to do not only for this map, but when we start doing these sheets for all the other maps as well, too, because we may run into the same problem. I know that on the southeast map, I literally turned off the AI until everything is clean. And because of the change of configuration, some of those cars will need to be re-tagged. And I'm honestly, there's so many on that because it's Fitzgerald, Waycross, A-Line, and Baldwin that it's like, okay, if we've got industries, cars will go to the industries. But if we don't have, or the industries have changed, then we're just going to re-tag those cars for a distant location and just get them off the map so we can start bringing in um, actual supply trains. And we're using the order builder for the supply trains. You agree? Okay, Mike, I figured you would. You agree to everything. Mike says he wants to carry your bags too. SFO, that's not a problem. Yeah, I'll meet you at SFO. That's just right over there. It's only about 3 hours away from me on a good day with no traffic. I have my passport. Okay, this is. I don't think you got. Why can't he get you lined up? I don't think you've got anything else coming. Yeah, I'm talking to Ken. I might have to play dispatcher here again. He is on. I can't get you a routing right now. Why? All right, I'm taking over. Otto, you're fired again. I'll hire you back in just a minute. Oh, hold on, Ken. I got you. Oh, no, that one. I want this one. Line them up. Give them a light. Actually, I'll do that. There we go. Oh, that isn't giving him light. Oh, it is. You know what? I gave him the wrong light. Oh, he's got. Yeah, it's got that. I was looking at these, but it's this one down here, the little dwarf light down there. Yeah, old nasty tunnel motor. Old nasty patched Rio Grande tunnel motor. And pure ugliness. I don't know why don't like those. I normally reskin those for RJ Corman, and those will be like on my East Coast maps. Anywhere there's RJ Corman, that's what we get. That's what get used is the RJ Corman one. So, all right. I'm still looking at this. I guarantee, like excuse me, backwoods furniture, I think can take maybe 3 cars at the most, and this is all this. Most of this is going to come back and be going to the receiving yard to be pushed back over the hump. So it is what it is. So that's why I think with all these extra, we just got a ton of cars, so we just need to be, you know, make up cars and yard masters. They're not. I don't expect myself or the other yard masters to do all that. I mean, sometimes that somebody wants to come on and work in the yard and build a train so that somebody else can take it. So it's wide open. I mean, as long as we're not breaking anything or, ruining anybody else's fun, it's like everything, you come onto the servers, learn how to do everything. Um, we don't require you to be like on the map for a certain amount of time before you can do anything. I know there's like the depot. If you go for Depot Plus, they will only let you do a road train for I think it's like 10 hours or 20 hours before you can graduate up to doing intermodals, and work in the intermodal yards. And you do that for another 10 hours, and then you get to do, run supply trains down to, you know, um, like to into Barstow or Selkirk if you're on the Mohawk map, and then you get to work locals, and it's just it's. Oh no, you get to do plants and then you get to do locals, and so they have a graduation process, and there's probably a method to that madness. A lot of rules are put in place because people break things without thinking. But here on our maps, once again, play with, just remember that, you don't want to ruin anybody else's fun. But if you make a mistake, you might get coached, but it's not going to get you unless you're doing it on purpose, and we catch you doing it on purpose, especially after a series of coachings. Yeah, then you might get banned because you're just not learning and you're getting in the way of everybody else, and that's something we just can't have. So, all right, he is on his way down the valley sub. Bye bye, Ken. All right, I got about 20 minutes. Let's see what we can do in 20 minutes. What can I break in 20 minutes? All right, so, oops, let's get back on the ground. Let's get to the dispatch screen because he is gone. So I'm going to wait for that light to drop. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and just turn auto on. I'm not even going to worry about that light. Auto will take care of it. Which actually, that reminds me. Okay, it is on. All right. So, okay. Anyway, let's get back to what we're breaking over here. So first of all, you need to put this switch back, Ken. Oops. This is me, but that's okay. I'm still working it. All right, so now means I can. Hey, Sean, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you very much for doing that. All right. Where was I? Free fly. Okay, let's get back to this. I have this cut of cars here, which is the RV62. This is actually in the east departure yard. Actually, it needs to go over there into the city yard, so we're going to move that one. So I need to get on the ground. I'm going to run in the gauge. Don't ever, once again, on the TheLazyFarmer Railroad, it's safety fourth. I know earlier I said safety third. No, there's some things that took precedence, so safety fourth. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and oh, I forgot. I got handbrakes on. Look at that. Come on. I gotta bring this to a stop, man. The gravity just took me. Why are you not going into... That was weird. There we go. Ken, I just looked up something here. Yeah, I don't see a request for a vacation, so you can't go to Australia. So you need to be on the maps to actually start working some of these trains. I know it's rough, but hey, as a supervisor, sometimes I just gotta say no. I'm kidding, of course. All right, so we are going downhill. So we're gonna kind of feather the Independent here a little bit to try to keep it right about 10 miles an hour inside the yards. Hey, Mike, I just thought of something. Once again, I'm doing this. I'm thinking about the Matrix and stuff. It's just something else I just thought of is we can make it a hidden sheet, but just like, hey, ideas, things that need to change or what we need to adjust might be a nice thing because it's going to be it's something that's not going to be a permanent. It'll always be there, but it'll be dynamic. Things I think about when I'm actually running a train. All right, let's keep going, keep going. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, once again, if and I appreciate the subscription, and if you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification, and also do the thumbs up because that helps the analytics. My goal on this channel, one, is to make people more aware of Run8. It's definitely a hidden gem out there. If you do a search for train simulators, at least that was my experience 2 years ago, that Run8 never came up. It was literally one person in another video on a different simulator. Just all they said was nice simulator, but it's no Run8. And if it hadn't have been for that individual, I would never have discovered Run8. And there's a lot of people out there that just don't know about this. It is, it's an independent company, so they don't get a lot of. You go look on YouTube or Twitch, and hey, I'm going to be playing Run8. They don't have a presence over there. Wish they did because it would help get information out. But it is by far the best train simulator out there, most realistic train simulator. It may not be the best looking, but it's not about the looks. It's about the operation, and actually, it does. Honestly, it's not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and come off the handbrakes. Oh, you know what? I gotta turn my lights on. Get my ditch lights on because I am now moving. And let me look at the dispatch screen. I need to, whoops, move that. Okay. Now we're clearing these 3 tracks out because these 3 tracks over here, so this one is the run-through track for inbound trains to get to the receiving yard. These 3 over here are all for trains going to Sparks. These 3 over here are any train that's going to go off the map going eastbound or north. So, and then we're just going to take this string of cars, pull them out, and then back them into the empty track that Ken was so kind enough to make for us. And then, honestly, by the time we get done with that, we may have time to start grabbing the RV98, or at the very least, we will get hooked up to it. And then that'll be the end of the stream. I do about 2-hour streams, and normally it's on Saturday mornings. So next Saturday, I haven't chosen the map yet. I will discuss that with the yard masters as to what they think we should do, which map we should work on. I kind of like to rotate. So the servers that I run, the Roseville DLC, or what we call NorCal, we have the Mohawk and Selkirk. I haven't been on that one in quite a while too, but the Mohawk and Selkirk DLC, both of those. So that's the Northeast, that's up around New York. And then we've got the Southeast server, that's the Fitzgerald, Waycross, A-Line, and Baldwin. We've been over there. We have the AGS South Phase 1 DLC going, and we also have the Pittsburgh. We haven't been on Pittsburgh in a while either. So I will discuss and listen to any recommendations from the yard masters, and we'll let you know. I'll try to remember this time to actually put a notification up in the community, so that way if you do follow, hit the notification bell, you'll get that information. And in these operating sessions, anybody's welcome to join us. Ken, I mean, that's not Ken from Southwest, it's the other Ken. I gotta be nicer, he's gonna let me carry his bags to Australia, so but yeah, no, it's this is a great time to experience Run8 in an environment with a bunch of guys that are very like-minded. It's you know, it's very casual. If you're kind of, you know, a little nervous, that's okay. Just let us know, and and just let us know, and we'll pair you up with somebody that is experienced, you know, and let them mentor you in, and you'll find that, hey, this is not such a bad deal. So it's a good community over here. It really is. I'm proud of everybody. So I appreciate each and every one of them. All right, so we're gonna be okay. We're good. Yeah, we should be. That looks like it's a diverging up ahead. So it's set. Look at that switch is set to reverse. So we're good to come on out. You can throw switches if that's all you want to do. You know, that's fine. But, you know, here's the thing. It's and this goes for anybody. I mean, like if you're going to pair with me, you know, I mean, usually what I do is I run the locomotive for a while, but I usually start off as conductor first. Let you run the locomotive. You can see how I kind of do it. Everybody's a little bit different, and then we'll switch and let you be the guy on the ground, and I'll sit in the locomotive, and we'll get it done. Mr. Get It Done, how you doing? You haven't been able to connect to the server lately? You know what? Send me. Today I'm booked. As soon as I'm done here, I am playing. My daughter comes first, guys. Love you all, man. I love my community, but you know what? You take a second. You're the back seat to my daughter. I'm just saying. So, but yeah, send me a message and which one you're trying to get on. There has been some changes. I redid the servers, new machine, and I also redid the ports. So, you can, if you want to be a hobo, that just means you have to go unwashed for days. You know, just that's before you can even get the hobo tag. I mean, when we see you out here running around, you know, I need to see flies around your avatar. I'm just saying. But yeah, Mr. Get It Done. Double check the information. Yeah, double check your ports and your IP. IP did change too, by the way. Thank you to my ISP not letting me know. So IP was changed a while back, and let's see what else. I'm going to run through a moving train. Don't ever do that. Safety fifth. All right, I see where we're at. Okay. But yeah, IP changed and port changed. So just double check that information. I know we've had some people that Awesome. Yeah, because everybody. I mean, and I just had one individual that was having some issues, and I noticed that I went in. It was kind of on my end on that when it came to that, but yeah, the port information was not listed, so I redid that information. So double check it. And the only one that didn't change because it's being hosted by a buddy of mine is this one here, the NorCal. That information, the port was actually left off of the information, so that has been changed. But all the other ones that I'm hosting, the ports and IPs have changed. So yeah, it's always a good idea before you go sign on. Just you have to go to the channel anyway, and because we run a Discord bot that will issue your password. That password's good for about 24 hours. So good rule of thumb is every time you go to sign on, you just want to use the /refresh pass command in a chat for that particular map, and the Discord bot will get you a brand new password that'll get you on. Um, So that's always just a good practice as well too. And so whatever map you're going on, just double check that. And if you have any questions, like I said, you can just DM me in Discord, and I will eventually get around to it. And be vocal, man, guys. If you guys are having that issue where you're not able to um, sign on to a server, don't let it go. Let me know. Because honestly, it may not be you. It's probably more likely me. I've done something on this end and I forgot to let you guys know. I mean, I make mistakes, so you guys don't have to. That's my motto. All right. Probably don't need to come all the way down here, but yeah, I won't need to. Maybe actually, now that I think about it, because I got to pull all this out and then shove it back down this lead over here. So, yep, I'm gonna go. Hey, get back here. Oh no! There we go. You can turn that off. Here's the little horn. Now, if I was smart, I would use the a little countdown tool, but I didn't think about it until just now. There we go. All right. There's my whistle board for the next crossing, but that red light over there that we're looking at, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can see it right here. There's a little red light right there. That's that dwarf signal, and that's yeah, that's where I'm gonna pull up. I got about 5 minutes, so we're gonna this will be the last move. As soon as I clear back there, which is getting close. All right, I think I will. I think I should be able to get up to without going past that signal. When you get past this switch, and 6 cars to go. Oh yeah, piece of cake. No worries. In fact, we're going to come off the throttle here. We are going uphill, so I'm going to let gravity kind of bring us to a stop. 3 cars to go. 2 cars. One car. Don't you stop. Get clear of that switch. Good girl. All right. Let's go ahead and get about 10 pounds on the train brake. The automatic brake is set. This is that little I was talking about. Once this is done, this flag needs to match that sign, so that way eastbound trains coming from Sparks or supply trains can make it into the receiving yard. That'd be the other thing too. If I was going to say, if there was anything, oh, you know what? I'm going in the wrong yard. I'm an idiot. I need to go one more. I do need to go more. I've been looking at the wrong switch all this time. Here we go. Flip that one back. Now it becomes a question of how much room do I got? I still got a ways to go. Let's see. I was looking at that going, where'd all my cars go? I thought maybe the server crashed, but no, it was me. All right, so I'm going to drop down and come back up. I need to be clear of that switch there, this one here, so I can go back in. So what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, I'm already lined out. Let me give myself a light just in case. Okay. And you can see right here flashing, that's where I'm at right there, so I can go back in this way. So I need to clear that switch so I can actually flip this on the board here. All right, let's go ahead and pull forward. All right. I'll message my daughter, let her know I'm finishing up my stream. There we go. All right, off the throttle. Need to be like way clear of it. Okay, let's get about 10 pounds on the automatic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and see I'm now clear of that, so I can unlock that, and then I can click here and throw it. So sometimes if you come on the dispatch screen and you unlock this, but auto won't let you throw it, as long as this is blue, you can click here, and unless it's lined up for another train or auto thinks it's lined up for another train, you should be able to throw it. Okay, I want to go free fly real quick before I push back. See where I'm going, make sure I'm lined up. Yep, I'm going to gotta be on the ground when you're on the server. I'm going to go into this empty track right here with this. There we go. All right, end the train. Here we go, and let's ride the car back. All right, going back in reverse, off the brakes. SP8319, that, I can't remember if that was Ken or not. Might have been him because he's up here. This is, I think this is wrong too. This is actually, well, in the placement, it doesn't really matter, but that's actually on this over here. So What's up, SP Bob? Hey, look at this. Now you're just joining as I'm about ready to finish the stream. We have been in your backyard all morning. It's my buddy SP Bob. Lives up there in the Roseville area where this yard is at. And actually, you got, was it, I Am Groot, who likes to play on the Southeast server. He's in Roseville right now, too. I was going to tell him to go get a hotel room at the Nugget Inn. It's a high-rise, and it's right alongside the Sparks Yard. I actually I've got that planned. I'm going to do a vacation. I already told them I'm staying there, and I want a room up in the tower facing the yard so I can put a camera in the window and actually catch operations from the hotel. All right. Let's get back on the ground. We're going to shove in here. Actually, it doesn't make, I'm pretty sure that's when he pulled out of. Yes, it is. It is clear all the way down. All right, so while that's shoving, I'm going to go to the matrix and let's see. That one's that one. I pulled out of the local yard. No, that was out of that was this one. So this one is now a 0. Takes that bar away. I'm going to be going into the city yard. So that one, we're going to turn this one to 0 because that's the cut that I think Ken took. And yeah, that would be 79, 78, 77. So I'm on track 77. And once this gets pushed in, then I will. Oh, he's got some over here. I need to. While this is pushing back, I'm going to grab this real quick. So length is 4417. So we're going to take 4417. That's how much is on that one. Oh, he's got these too. I got to add those also to it. Okay, let's go ahead. This is going downhill. I am coming in at 16 miles an hour. Bad farmer. Let's get some handbrakes on here. All right. Handbrakes, air, lots of air. We're good. I'm going to go into neutral. Let's get on the ground. And what I want to do is I'm actually going to pull these off because they're actually blocking the switch. Close that. Take the brakes off. Let the gravity bringer. Yep, there it is. Uncouple. Angle cocks closed. Let's pull forward. Come on, keep coming forward. I love these grungy MP15s. Love them. Alright, we're going to pull back. We're going to go back this one. And let's go ahead and come back in reverse. And we're not going to couple up. We're just going to get them out of the way. So, and I still have the matrix up. I know I do. And I got to make an adjustment. That's why, I'm coming fast again. 17 miles an hour. All right. There we go. He's like, I want my coffee break. All right. You can kill the bell. Handbrake's already been applied. Put it into isolate. Shut it down. Same thing over here. Put it in isolate. Shut it down. And lights off. And then F11 going here. And let's kill all the breakers. We're good. All right. So do you have to do that? No. That's just me being me. So, and then this one over here is, we're going to go into the tagger, 2656. So we'll change this to 2656. There it is. And I'm not going to worry about his little extra cut of cars right here. It'll end up sorting itself out anyway. So, all right, well, that's it for today. I will be moving over to Lord of the Rings Online and playing with my daughter. She's going to be recording it for her stream. I think I'm going to record it as well, too. And we've got a new player coming along, so they'll be kind of recording that process of getting the new player started. Anyway, Karch, if you're still watching the stream, I'm moving over there. And same thing, Mike, if you're ready to go, we're going to move over there, and I'll be down in my Lord of the Rings online channel. If you don't see that and you want to play Lord of the Rings, ask to be added to that channel, and I can do that. Otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend. I'll catch you guys later. Let me close out. I'm going to get rid of some things here. Hang on. And we'll close that out. All right. Anyway, have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you next weekend. Once again, this coming Saturday, maybe Sunday. I'm not sure yet. I don't know what my weekend's going to look like. But this coming Saturday, I do start a week off. So there will be a multiplayer session both weekends. Just not sure which map yet. So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And I can't even bring myself to say pick your best team for the Super Bowl, because honestly, it's not about the wins or the losses. For the league, it's about the money, and that just I can't bring myself to do it. So if you are going to have a Super Bowl party, I hope you enjoy your time there and have a good day.